No, this is all new. Okay. So while I'm talking, here, let me fix this camera. While I'm talking, you got to go over to the other one and tell them to come live on ours, not this one. We had to restart one. Do you understand? Are you with me?
Go to the other one.
Yeah. So we got to go to no, that's still the new one. The old one kicked them all out.
That's the current one.
Yeah. It's not the old one. Here it is. Go to that one. Yeah. Now tell them. There you go. We had to start a new one. Go to our channel and find a new one. Go to our channel and find a new one.
I need to grade out it.
Sorry. Let's see if we can get anybody to come over now. Okay, we got 9. We got a few people.
Jeez.
Okay, look. It's that YouTube
We're noobs.
hides the go live button behind all the chat wall. And so you kind of have to know down at the bottom that you got to scroll over the chat wall that we're looking at and hit the go live button. Didn't know where it was.
Anyway.
Again, one of the nemesis of my whole life is where's the button? It's I can do it. It's just where's the button hiding?
We'll wait for
Anyway, thanks guys for popping over here. We're sorry we couldn't get it working at first, but that stuff happens.
We can see you and hear you. Amazing.
Thank you.
Miracles do happen.
Yeah. It happens sometimes, I guess.
Awesome. All right. We'll let
Well, how is everybody this week?
There.
My goodness. How we doing?
Yes, we are in panic mode. That was right.
Yeah, we were griping a little at each other.
Trying not to cuss.
Honestly, they hit the button, right?
Wasn't our fault.
It's not Gen Xers. Okay, everybody, how's everybody doing? We're just a couple of Gen Xers trying to find our way down to the villages and retiring, and hopefully with all of you guys and becoming friends and changing our lives again, having a good time in retirement.
He's Jeff.
She's Lori.
And we're the Gen X villagers. And we're live.
We were gonna call this Live at 5
Central.
1-2.
512.
512 Central. But if you say live at 5, some TV station somewhere will say you can't do that.
Yeah. But
anyway, so we might call it Live at 5:02 or Gen Xers Live at 5. So we made it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
No, there's not a Facebook page yet. Not a Facebook page for us. We're not Facebookers.
Since it is Friday and everybody's getting off work, we've got our lemonade, if you know what I mean. We got our lemonade to drink, a little adult beverage.
Yeah.
Did I say that? I didn't say that.
And then, since some of you might have noticed that we had to remove the last video we did abruptly.
Yep.
We wanted to go over some of the things that we had talked about on that video.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of them was I had created a questionnaire, no big deal, no big loss there. It kind of didn't go over well, and that's fine. Some people liked it, some people didn't.
I think they probably know why we had to take down the video.
I don't know. And then Jeff talked about the baby boomers and Gen X stats.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go back over that?
Just for a second, because I know everybody's curious. So we got a commenter that was a super Roger the Codger.
Roger the Codger.
Say that. And kind of threatened us a little bit. Saying we were giving out misinformation to all of you. which if anybody knows, I mean, it's just our opinion. We don't give out.
Oh yeah, our
advice.
sign, get our sign up.
Oh yeah, so I made a sign, and unfortunately we have to do this. And if, people don't like it, they don't like it.
This video is for entertainment purposes only. This information is our own opinion. Nothing on this channel should be considered financial advice. We are not financial advisors, nor are we employees of the villages.
Or employees of the MLS down there. And just as of today, I got a call from the state of Oklahoma. My license will be finished at the end of this month.
All
There
right.
will be I will not renew it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, anyway, so
Now we got that out of the way.
that's right.
Um,
Roger the Codger said that he was shocked and blown away at the misinformation that we continuously put out on our videos. Although people kept trying to correct us, we are so closed-minded that we just continue to mislead you. And we kind of was like, what video did he watch? Or she? We don't know
and
if it's
he
she.
was going to turn us into the villages.
Yeah.
To
There's
be
that.
dealt with.
But
Okay.
anywho,
It's just I guess it's a person that just is having a bad day. I'm not sure.
yeah.
Bless his heart.
I'm going to jump in here real quick. No, Diane, we will not be there December 18th or 19th for the party. We will be already back here at home by that time.
Darn it.
So give your stats real quick again, because those were interesting.
Okay, so the stats I had for the last video that I thought were really important is, so taking it from the context of, we know that baby boomers are the majority of the group down there. Obvious, right? It's pretty obvious. And as Gen Xers move, and baby boomers are this big ball of financial and economical and spiritual, all those things going through the economy. And it's like this big ball going through a garden hose, or a snake swallowing a big basketball. That's what it looks like going through the economy. And so everybody that is interested in the economy or wants to sell to them is advertising to them and trying to get their attention and trying to get them to buy things and what have you. And they are this big group of people, one of the largest in our history in the world. However, there was a study done, and I want to say it was 2015. I could be wrong on some of this, and I was going to go back and find these studies for you guys, and I had all that information in the last video, but I had to take it down. But I believe it was 2015, there was a study that was done that at some point, Gen X, we're going to take over the baby boomers, because as they start, I think we said in the last video, going home, bless their hearts, that Gen Xers are going to be more of this group going through the economy again. And we're going to become the financial powerhouses. And then next would be millennials, and then next would be Gen Zers, right? So what I ended up finding was that there was a study also done in 2019 that said by 2028, Gen Xers would take over the baby boom generation as having more people in it. Well, then I found an Ipsos, I think it was Ipsos poll this last week. It's either Pew or Ipsos, that said that actually because of the vid, that we are now even. There's like 62 million of them and 62 million of us. And over the next couple of years, we're going to start getting inheritances, and we're in our key earning period right now. And so we're starting to become the powerhouse of the financing of homes and buying all the things around the world and what have you. So, and there's also a difference between Gen Xers in the United States and Gen Xers around the world. Gen Xers in the United States, we're pretty forceful when it comes to the economy. And so I thought that was really interesting. The other piece that I wanted to share is baby boomers kind of have this, they want to keep their money, and I don't blame them. A lot of them are deciding now that they really didn't like Gen Xers or their kids, and that they want to keep their money as long as they can, which is fine. It's their money. They earned it.
They don't know how long they're going to live, too.
That, yeah,
my
and that's
family
one of
lives
their
to
big
be
worries.
over 100. So that's a big difference for my family.
Right. They've got big worries about, I mean, because healthcare costs have exploded. We all know that and what have you. So they're kind of hanging on to their money and hanging on to their money, and that's fine. We have, as Gen Xers, we're pretty resourceful. And so we've determined years ago, or a lot of us have, that we need to make our own money. And if we get something from Social Security or our parents, that's just extra. That's icing on the cake. So as of today, we've become equal with them. But I just read an article, it came out a couple of days ago, actually. It was on USA Today, that said that we are now over $1 trillion in spending, and companies are starting to focus on Gen X now instead of the baby boomers. So that's interesting stuff.
Well, and the millennials are more than us now in number, but 52% of them, 18 to 29, still live at home with their parents right now because they can't afford this economy.
52% of millennials. It's not really millennials, but it's age 18 to 29, which is millennials. 52% of them still live at home because they can't afford to live on their own. 52%. That's just an amazing number.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
I wanted to grab a statement that came through on the comment. Tiffany is going to get a compact license. Yes, that's what I have too, Tiffany. I have a multi-state compact nursing license, and that covers the majority of the states in the United States, so I can practice in those states.
And there was no reciprocity as I looked into Oklahoma to Florida as far as a real estate license. There's no reciprocity at all. So that's why I'm just going to let my license lapse here in Oklahoma, and if I pick it up, I'm going to pick it back up in Florida.
Yeah. Nurses, thank goodness, don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah. And for realtors, we get anywhere from $1,500 to about $2,500 in fees to restart our license. So it's quite a bit. Okay.
Yeah. 18 to 29 is Gen Z, but they're mostly at home. You're right. Yes. I think we wrote millennials wrong.
Did we?
Okay, so then let's do some other comments real quick from this last week's video that was so good. And most of them were from that video. Some of them were from the previous video.
By the way, thanks everybody for being here. We didn't know how this was going to work. And again, it's just once you hit the button, it all comes on. It's kind of a strange deal.
So Suzette says, hello, can you please share if you were given the address of the home you stayed in during your lifestyle visit on the day of arrival or before because of groom transport they needed? So no, what we were told and I did ask, they said, we don't even know the address of the home you're going to be put in until the day before. So no, we can't do that. So I don't know how people do that. We had groom take us to the Brownwood Hotel and Spa and then had our agent pick us up there, which was a little bit awkward, but I guess that's what you do. I don't know how, if anybody drove there, how you find out your home address. I guess they give it to you last minute. So, Suzette, I don't have any good news for you from our experience.
I went on Google and you can look up some of the houses in the Street of Dreams. If you're just looking for a basic location,
that neighborhood,
and you can get the address off of some of those houses.
True.
Go to the east a little bit of the Street of Dreams, and that's where we were.
Because if they're driving you straight to your door, they call it door to door, I think, and you get to that general street, then you can tell the driver the real address. That's true.
Right.
That would work.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question was from SS Caster. Do you know if they have futures trading clubs down there?
They don't. I wish they did because I've already looked this up because I do a lot of day trading and you guys know this is not any financial advice, but I wish there was because I'm not so up to speed on futures, although I'm getting started in that. And I think futures is probably going to be easier for me and a lot of people. And so I may have to start one when I get down there. Are you interested? If you're watching, are you interested in starting a club, an investing club? That would be fun, I think.
Somebody just said we're stopping. What is it?
This lady said, cool, we're both nurses.
Yes, Tiffany.
Tell these folks what kind of nurse you've been.
The best one ever. No.
I will tell you, she could stick an IV from across the room.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
She did on me.
My areas were emergency room for years and years, and
which
then
is where we met.
Totally burned out there. Yeah,
totally burned out.
Lifeline.
Totally burned out at Lifeline.
We did all our trauma bonding, and then I went to the cath lab and the electrophysiology lab, and then into cardiology and did research nursing, and then surgery, and then anesthesia. And
charge nurse and all of that.
Recovery.
Yep, charge nurse in that too.
And then got into the computer, the physician order, electronic record mess happened. So I got into that. And then from there, I kind of got out of patient care forevermore and went into the insurance industry. And now I'm a coder. So I do RN coding from home.
From home.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, enough about me. And then the other question was, can you recommend a couple of good YouTube channels for golfing? So I found a really good one. Okay, just a sec.
Yep.
That is Golfing the Villages. And he uses these ball tracer lines, and it shows the yardage, and he goes to all the different courses, and he plays the holes. So I really like that one, Golfing the Villages. Okay, what are the comments you're pointing at?
They said that they got the
groom.
Yeah.
Their lifestyle visit. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Awkward.
Yep. Rented a car.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, this is another question about renting a car from Melissa. When I scheduled my lifestyle visit, the rep advised that I should be staying in Whale Point and strongly recommended I rent a car or bring a car. I planned to fly to Orlando, but could rent a car in the village if needed. What are your thoughts? I can tell you our experience, what we did.
Yep.
We flew to Orlando, groom transported in, only used the golf car for all 7 days, and then drove that golf cart back to the Brownwood Hotel for groom to pick us back up.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, we had all our luggage strapped to the outside of it
like
too.
The clampets.
That was fun.
It was fun.
That was fun. Everybody's looking at us.
Okay,
What?
I guess that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, it was
bungee
fun.
cords and all.
Yep.
So I wouldn't recommend doing that again. If you can rent a car, I would rent a car. We're going to do that in December this time.
Yeah, we're gonna rent a car, even if it's a small one or whatever.
And you can also transport into the villages by groom or Uber or any other way. We did a video, or we saw a video where someone priced all the different methods out, and it was a really informative one. And I think he said Uber was like $92, which if there's more than one of you, that's a good price. If it's just you, that's higher than groom.
Yeah.
But anyway, then you can rent a car for a day or 2 days or whatever from within the villages. I think Lake Sumter has a
they do. It's an Enterprise or something like that. But that's a long drive in a golf cart to get a car.
To get up there. And then you got to go back up there to get your golf cart.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
So those are our thoughts.
Long drive being about 30, 35 minutes.
Let's see. You read the next one, and I'll read some comments here.
Marty Dominique 2605 says, we're building in Oak Hollow, October 1st close. And as an FYI, the length of time to have a home built is incredibly fast, less than 90 days to actually build the house, which is pretty good, actually. Up here, it takes us probably 5 months, but that's start to finish. That's, coming into the office and starting to talk to a rep and walking in your house on closing day. So that's pretty good. 90 days is pretty fast. And they do a lot of them. And by the way, I just want to mention, for the villages, we don't work for them, but we love the villages. We love the way that they build houses. Is not exactly like it is up here, but we can't wait to get down there.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited about, our next 6 months or whatever we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm caught up.
Yep.
We got some people driving to the villages from Colorado that are stopping through here to spend the night in the town we live in. So,
wow.
Hey.
Wow.
You can come have some lemonade with us if you want to.
We'll have to get some more lemonade.
Yeah. Okay. Craig the Sailor, if you only had 1 day to do something in the villages, what would your recommendation be? That was a great question.
And by the way, while we're saying all these things about the last video, if you guys have comments or questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. And we'll start looking those up. So
here was our first thought, and we did it separately and came up with the exact same answer. Shocker. All right, so we would spend time riding around in the golf cart, then spend time at the pool, then clean up and go eat some food and dance at the square and have a drink and enjoy the rest of the evening.
And we would be as outgoing as we can and meet some people, because that's what we did down there. And we've already met a ton of people and met a bunch of you guys. Yeah. So lucky that we met a bunch of you.
I just remember we were driving through, we went to go look at a pre-owned home, and we're driving through the village of, what's it called? Lake Linden at the lake.
Linden Lake.
Linden Lake. Gorgeous little bitty neighborhood that's just surrounded by water. Anyway, we're driving and we're talking, trying to find the house, and we hear, Jeff and Lori! And this golf cart had already gone past us. We didn't get a chance to see who it was, but we were just waving and yelling. It was fun. We
Yeah,
had so much fun.
We had so much fun, and meeting
I
you
wish we
guys
knew
was
who
a
that was.
blast.
If that was anybody watching, tell us who
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we're doing a lifestyle visit in December. We are going to be there the 2nd through the 8th. There's a big alligator at Linden. We didn't get to see him.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. We saw an alligator, just one of them. I don't know about. See, I'm a bass fisherman. All those ponds, I could just, my mouth was watering trying to figure out how I could throw that lure over there under that tree. But you don't want to get close to the
That
water
one
down
golf
there.
ball you hit right by the edge of the water, you kind of was scared to get it.
I know. I had to kind of use my club to kind of scoot it back out of the
Keep
water.
your head on a swivel.
Yeah, you never know down there.
How many lifestyle visits can you do? Okay, here's our experience.
That's a good question.
We do not work for the villages. We do not have
No.
official information.
This
Here's
is
just
not
what
this is not official. Right.
we've been told. We were told, no, they never let you do more than one.
We were told that over and over again.
Yeah. Then we kept hearing of people doing more than one, so we asked a different person. And we're told, yes, you can do 2, but here's how it has to work. The rep that you're working with will get an email or a phone call from the office, because when you call to do a second one, they're going to say, who is the agent you're working with? They call or email that agent and say, are you okay with the Pattons coming back down for their second visit?
Now, this is a secret.
Yeah, but it's not official.
No, and there's only 50 of us, so it's okay.
And then they can say yes or they can say no, and that's how they approve it. So a lot of people that say this is our 3rd or our 4th or whatever, they're not doing official ones, I don't think. I think they're doing just VRBOs or private rentals.
Right.
But that's just our assumption.
They really want you to be ready to sign something on your second one.
But they're not going to force it out of you.
No, they can't force you.
Things happen.
Yep.
Let's see. Meeting people is easy since most people here are happy to talk about the villages.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it does give you a great way to start a conversation.
Yeah. The starter is, where do you live? What kind of house do you have?
I feel like all the new people here should wear a T-shirt that says New Villagers so we can find each other.
Hey,
Great idea. Or a hat.
It needs to be, like a lime green hat or
Like the crossing
highlighter
guards wear the
yellow.
vest.
Oh yeah, there you go. Did you all were you all ever the crossing guard with the orange thing?
Mhm.
I was.
Elementary school.
In elementary school, you were, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we were crossing guards up here.
Huge alligator at Lake Sumter.
Do they have Lake Sumter open now for tours again? I remember
No.
they had closed that down.
They were working on the
Couple
dock
months
and had
ago.
it closed down.
Yeah.
When we were there. All right, let's see. Sherry says, hello, Jeff and Lori. We just signed a contract today on a house in the villages. It's a floor plan we've been looking at for quite some time. We would have preferred a veranda, but the realtor said it's very hard to win that lottery. She said at times it can have over 40 people per house or per lot putting their name in to win it. So they signed a contract in Oak Hollow. Congratulations,
Way to go.
Sherry.
Way to go, Sherry.
Yeah.
Hey, we just got one from Teresa. It says Heidi Ho from Waco, Texas. Hey, Teresa.
Hey.
If all of y'all want to just tell us in the comments where you're from, and we'll say hi back to you. The other thing I want to talk about, is we have some new equipment. So finally broke down and went and bought me a nice webcam. So hopefully the sound is better and
let us know
the
if
video is definitely
Audio is good.
a lot more megapixels.
Because we don't have our little microphones on tonight.
No, it might sound like we're in a big room because we are.
Crossing guard in the 6th grade. Absolutely.
Way to go. Yeah. And it was, hey, don't bounce the ball. All that stuff.
My wife was a crossing guard and proud of it. My husband and I had our lifestyle visit in June of last year. I was laid off in October, did all the purging, put our house up for sale last week, and broke my leg on Sunday.
Oh, no.
Not a good post. I'm sorry.
No, that's not good.
When we were selling our
no.
house, I guess it's been 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Here's
now?
a story. See, Lori's got just as many stories as I
I'm
do.
sorry, I won't. You can tell it. Just don't tell them cruise ship bingo. That's
Someday
the worst.
I'll tell you about cruise ship bingo, guys. That's the
all right. We
funniest
can
story.
skip that. Anyway.
Yeah, we're moving out of our house, and it's a house we've been in for 14 and a half years, almost 15 years. A lot of stuff, right? When you raise your kids, the whole time during that, we're loading up the trailer and loading up the trailer and loading up the truck, and we're tired. We're exhausted. Last load, and we're pulling stuff down out of the attic. And I'm on the bottom. I'm on the floor still in the garage, and Lori went up in the attic to get
It's a box of books.
Yeah, it was a box of books. It was only like this big, but you know how books are heavy. And we had both been up and down the stairs multiple times during the day. And so I had turned around to grab something, and I hear her scream, and I see her leg come through the ceiling.
Through the drywall.
Oh, man. And we're like 2 days from closing, 3 days from closing. Oh boy. But first of all, man, I ran up the stairs. I didn't even use the arm rail, the handrails. I don't know. I don't know how I got up there
all
that
of a
fast.
sudden, he was like right there trying to lift me up out of the hole.
She was about to fall through the drywall completely, and I grabbed her and picked her up and pulled her out of the hole, and she had a big old scrape up her side.
And because, Tiffany, you'll get this. Because I'm a nurse, I knew immediately I had punctured my lung. I was going to have some, cardiac tamponade. I was going to die.
I needed to get her downstairs on the floor.
No, nothing happened. Just bruised.
No, just hurt.
But anyway.
And hurt
Sorry
a lot.
about your leg.
Yep. Sorry, sir.
That's not fun.
It's not fun at all.
Okay. Convinced.
Yeah, when you have all this medical knowledge and background,
It's too much.
It's always the worst.
I needed a pulse ox. I needed an x-ray. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Matt Caso says, I had gone for my first lifestyle visit and had no intention of buying a house. Guess what happened? I looked at several developments in Ocala and the Villages, and no one came close to comparing to everything the Villages offers. My interest then became, did I want an older house that needed a lot of updating or a brand new house with a large bond? Then my choice became, did I want a patio villa or a cottage? Being single, I had all intentions of getting a patio villa, but then the Villages had placed me in a cottage home for my lifestyle visit, and I fell in love. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I fell in love with a cottage home in Well Point and purchased the home on my first visit. I closed in September. Awesome story.
I wish we could do that. By the way,
I got goosebumps. I really do.
By the way, Debbie, sorry I said sir. I didn't know who it was.
What?
Thank you. Surgery is Tuesday.
Aw.
Man, what did you break?
Yeah, what part? Femur or lower? Maybe it's an ankle, and that's easier.
Yeah, maybe it's just an ankle.
Yikes.
Man, prayers for Debbie. That's right. Sorry, Debbie.
Man.
That's just
no fun.
Extremely inconvenient too.
Okay, here was a good question.
Bad timing.
Halo says, you're always positive, but could you share what you would have done differently or that was not helpful? Great question.
It is.
So I wrote this one down. We didn't really discuss it. I don't know. If you have a different answer, let them know.
Okay. I have one thing that we did that I didn't think was very helpful.
What?
Going to the pool at Finney.
Yeah.
We ended up not really doing anything with that.
We didn't go in the pool. We didn't go in the gate.
It was too packed.
Crowded.
Too crowded when we got there.
And tons of little kids.
Yeah. Which little kids are fine. We don't have any problem with kids, but the pool's not big enough to have all the people that were there.
It was packed.
It was pretty packed.
But that's not my answer.
Okay.
So my answer was, what was not helpful was...
Sorry. Fibula.
Uh-huh.
Ouch. That hurts.
Was the time wasted, and I mean this with all kindness, with our first VLS rep who kept taking us to homes with things that we told him we did not want to see.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Really super guy.
What we would have done differently was to go to see the Street of Dreams office. They have the office where they have reps in there ready to show people if you don't go with your rep. And we should have done that the first day rather than the last day, because that's where we met our awesome VLS rep that we switched to. And that last day we learned more.
We learned more in 15
minutes
than the whole time we were there.
Yes.
So we kept being steered this way and we needed to go that way.
And so my advice would be just be ready to move to the next one if you're not connecting. That's nothing wrong with that. Just go ahead. This is your time and you're only there for those few days. And so don't feel bad about getting a different one.
And the second thing is buying a house is a business transaction.
Yes, it is.
It is. It's not about a relationship first. It's a business transaction.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to trust the person you're working with for sure, especially when you're coming from out of state, which most of us are. Almost everybody that moves down there is from out of state. Not everybody, but most everybody. So you have to trust your rep.
Goodness. I've heard the Finney pool is always packed.
It's really beautiful though.
It is. It's the most beautiful one, I think.
It was pretty.
And I've heard that the Finney grill is so good too. So I do want to go back there.
Yeah, we didn't get to stick around because it was really hot and we had to go find a pool.
Did you visit an adult pool? Yes, we went to 4. We went to Well Point several times.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Shady Brook. We went to, what's the Swallowtail? It's close to Well Point, and it was an older crowd. Had like 4 older ladies in it doing like little water exercises.
No, wasn't that Riverbend?
Riverbend? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, it's Riverbend.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to Riverbend, which was fine.
Mm-hmm.
So and it just seemed like the further north we got, the more people were chill and calm and don't disturb.
Quite a difference. We went to Well Point a few times, and
it was pretty rambunctious.
It was lots of F-bombs and laughter and drinking, and it was like, well, I don't know if that's because of this is the lifestyle visit pool, and everybody's here on a party because you are.
Yeah, I mean half of it's a vacation.
Yeah, so it might have been that, I don't know, but it was a big difference. And then we went to Shady Brook towards the end, and that one was way more chill, and it was the people that live in that area. And they were, all new, moving in, talking about their homes. And they had some people that were renting a home while they were building a home. And so that one was really enjoyable too. We did not stop at any family pools because they were always crowded.
Yeah, we would stop at them and we would roll up in the parking lot and then we'd look over the fence and go, nah, too busy.
All right.
And of course it's because it's summer and everybody's got their grandkids down there, and that's pretty cool. Hanging out with your grandkids.
What are your thoughts on living in one of the villages close to Middleton? Close to Middleton would be the Shady Brook, Moultrie Creek, Water's Edge, will be Edenfield. Mm-hmm. That's where we do want. That's our thoughts on that.
Yeah. They say, and we've heard it multiple times, that Middleton, Edenfield, Eastport, that whole area is going to be the middle of the villages as time moves on. And so that's kind of where we want to be. There's several reasons, but that's one of the bigger reasons. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of land. If you look on the maps, there's a lot of land south that they've already bought.
Yep.
And they're going to develop over the years. So I don't know how long, but I would say in the next 10, 12 years, Eastport's going to be kind of the middle area. So I'm going to like that quite a bit.
We did not go to Bluefin. We didn't go to so many places for restaurants. We just didn't.
Oh, I have something for you guys that we were going to do a video on, and we just keep forgetting. When you move down to the villages, I saw a video that a lot of people are moving out of the villages because they think when you get down there, you're going to be going to the coast and to the beaches. And the problem is straight east or straight west from the villages, the beaches aren't that good. They're okay, but they're not the great beaches of Florida that you hear all the time. And so I started looking around and going up and down the coast to find beaches. And what I found was this place, trying to think of the name of it. I'll get it for you. But it's its own lagoon.
It's a massive.
It's a man-made, like 1/4 mile, half a mile long lagoon.
Somebody might know.
It's a park, and you pay money to go into it, and it's sand beaches all the way around it, and it's beautiful. It's kind of between the villages and Tampa.
So any thoughts on trying to sell and buy at the same time?
Let me see if I can look that up.
Would it be better to rent for a few months to manage the transition? Again, personal preference. My first thought is, his first thought is yes. My first thought is no, because I have to pack and unpack and organize really quickly again. And it's just a lot, but
it is.
On the other hand, if it gets you down there and that's what counts.
And you can pay for the movers. I mean, that's no big deal.
Yeah. Or ideally sell everything and then you don't have to move much. Let's see. Next one. I've noted that there's a large school in Middleton where are there grandchildren living with parents and grandparents. Here's what I think I can relate to that. Middleton is for families, and you can be 55 or more to live there, but Middleton is for the younger, less than 55, and families. And they do have a school, a charter school, private school, I think. Football, you're making the table wiggle. Right. And apparently it's an excellent educational program down there. It's not a part of the villages as far as your membership ID. It doesn't get you into any of the pools or the golfing or any of that. It's like you can live in Middleton, which has their own pools and stuff, but they don't have the access to the things in the villages. And you can now get there from your golf cart, which recently you couldn't, but now you can. Let's see. Jeff, I think it's Marata Lagoon in San Antonio, Florida. Yep,
that's what I just pulled up. It's probably going to be backwards.
Well, it's glary.
Yeah, you can't see it, but there you go. But it's this giant clear water lagoon with no gators, apparently. I wouldn't want to get in it if there were, but it's maybe I don't know, 45 minutes from the villages, and it's the coolest place. It's like a beach, beach area.
Yeah.
And they've got food and drinks and all kinds of stuff. So Marata is a place we're going to go visit when we get down there.
So back to the rent and sell. This is from Doug.
Okay.
For financial reasons, we can't buy before we sell, of course. So it's difficult.
Yep.
Moving a long distance like that. And then we have people that say, absolutely, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
I would say Captain Jerry Harris says, are you going to have a meet and greet in December? If so, my husband and I will drive up.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not sure how we do that.
Yeah. Do we go to a rec center and get whatever?
You can't just
rent a room.
Do that.
Rent a room.
Rent a room. Get a room.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would not work.
I think
you'd have to and we don't have Facebook.
It would have to be somebody down there that's a villager to get a place, because we don't live there, so we're not able to get a place.
I have no idea how that works.
Yeah, but yes, we would love to do that.
If any villager that lives there can do that, let us know. We'll be there December 2nd through 8th.
Or a restaurant that we can all go to and have,
or one of the squares on a particular night.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think the weather's going to be great, hopefully, and we should just do that. That would be awesome.
So Patricia says the school is for the village employees. If they are employed by the villages, then their child can go to the schools. Okay. Because I had heard that the Middleton was for village employees, but that has now changed. So I didn't know about the school. I've been to Cocoa Beach as a little kid.
Yeah.
When will we be there? December 2nd through 8th. They will be there December 3rd through 8th. That's Miss Amy.
Miss Amy.
Miss Amy from North Carolina. We might have
sorry,
more than
we keep
one
looking at ourselves because we're still trying to figure out how to do it.
I'm reading comments. Same here. Would need to sell our Texas property first. We're trying to come in December. Maybe we could all meet at a restaurant.
How about that?
We can just meet up at a restaurant. And yeah, it is. That's Amy from North Carolina.
Hey, Miss Amy from North Carolina.
You can't get a rec center for free if you have non-villagers attending. Okay.
That makes sense.
But we can go to a square.
Yeah. Yeah, like we can go to
Sawgrass.
Sawgrass. Yeah, it's not a square, but we can go to Sawgrass and just grab some tables. Get there early.
I'm sure there's a reason why they don't let Sawgrass be called a square, but we loved that place.
Because it's not really a town.
But it's
they set up a town center.
Entertainment and food and chairs and tables and bands and all the things.
They don't have a sales office, so they don't have a town.
Oh.
It's kind of one of those things, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
no
it makes
sales
sense.
Office.
It's okay. We think of it as a square still.
Yeah. Well, we went through all of our questions, so let's see here what some people have said. I might have missed it.
We're so glad that y'all are watching us. This is our second live. The last one, by the way, if you saw the first of it, we're still trying to figure out if we were even live yet. So this one's gone a lot better.
Yeah. Well, as far as this side of it.
Yeah, we don't know. How's it going, guys?
When we watch it back, we'll know if it was all right or not.
Are we doing all right?
How did you look for adult pools only? So
That's a good question.
for me, it's the shape of them. If you're looking at an aerial view or a map, the adult pools only have the same shape, and they're like I don't know, not a kidney bean, but you'll see if you look at a map.
Mhm.
Whereas the family ones are shaped differently, and they are in a larger rec center, and they have the walk-in beach entry, I think.
Right.
You can tell by looking at a map.
Yep. The other thing is all of the adult pools will be at a postal center. So
Adult-only pools.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you pull up to the adult-only pools, there'll be a postal. You'll see all the mailboxes.
Yeah, and the family ones are connected onto a large rec center.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hummingbird adult pool was nice. Where is the hummingbird
where's
adult
that one?
pool?
Shan How many of y'all were on the live last night with the
Natives?
the natives of the villages? We were on that one too. Had a little bit of a delay to it. It was kind of a strange delay thing with the audio, but it was pretty good. Catherine says we were looking at new homes at where the Crystal Lagoon you're talking about is to move there. The fees and the development fees were a lot of money, but better to be a guest.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
We considered.
And they built homes around it. I guess that would make sense too.
We consider when we started our journey of where do we want to move to for warm winters. That's really how it started. We love South Carolina. It's so beautiful. And we started looking around, and although we like the upstate area, it still gets cold and icy and snows there. So that was really not an option. So how far south can we go in South Carolina? And that's where we found Margaritaville. And we thought, well, do we want to go there? We started looking at videos and watching how they build their homes and what their entertainment was like. They have one little square, and they don't even have a golf course attached. You have to drive to it, I think.
Yeah. It was close, but
It was close. Well, oh my gosh, they have a Margaritaville in Florida. So let's look at that. They actually have two. And so we started looking at that. And then that's how we happened upon the Villages YouTube channels. And then we just decided we're not going to any other place. That there's no need to. It doesn't compare.
Well, you decided.
I decided.
Until we got down there.
Full transparency. I made up our mind.
I was skeptical until we got down there because being in the business of real estate, you constantly hear this is the best home on the block and this is the best business, in the neighborhood. And I hear it all the time. This is going to be the best development ever done by a builder with all the amenities. And sometimes they turn out, maybe not. So I was very skeptical going down there. I hadn't drunk the Kool-Aid before we left.
How long did it take you?
About a day and a half. First day I was just tired.
And I was praying, Lord, please let Jeff see what I see. Please, 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 please.
Yeah, she prayed pretty hard. She was smacking me on the back of the head. So
no,
she doesn't do that.
No.
But it took me a couple days. And then once I got relaxed and started driving that golf cart around and got a good meal in my belly, and then if you just sit back and watch people at the square at night, the first time you're there, and they're all having fun, a blast, and the louder it gets, the more they're having fun.
And they're 80, it doesn't matter. They're having fun. They're moving.
Some of those people down there that are older than us and getting after it, that was fun.
Well, it's good for their muscles and their strength and their balance, and they're having fun. Even if they're barely going at it, it's good for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Did you ever eat at Ken's Pizza before they changed the name to Mazzio's? Of course.
Yes. And it was better. Mazzio's changed the sauce, and I don't like the spiciness of it anymore.
That's true.
Ken's was my favorite, actually.
Yeah.
I liked Ken's, and I liked, what was the name of that one? Godfather's. I loved Godfather's pizza. Not the sauce was okay, but Ken's pizza was the best.
Who are some of your favorite the Villages YouTubers?
Well, the one we watch the most is Jerry and Linda.
We watch Michael and Tiffany.
Mm-hmm. Like them.
We watch Jerry and Linda's the newcomers. And then the natives of the Villages, Florida is Everett and April.
Yep. And we've actually been to a meeting of theirs.
Recently, we started watching the Becca and John. adventures, even though they're not there still. They went down and they videoed everything and didn't make a video. Then they went home with their footage, and now they're putting their videos out. So
Yep.
they aren't down there anymore.
No. And then we watched a couple of realtors. You guys know.
Oh
the
yeah,
names.
the realtor. We do Caballero
Mhm.
and Gilbo.
Mm-hmm.
And David is in Florida. He's a realtor, even though he's not on a realtor channel. He's just doing his statistics.
Right. And
It's pretty dry data, but it's interesting.
yeah, all of the data, you kind of have to follow it more than just one time. You have to
Yeah,
get a
watch him
trend,
weekly. He's a Monday
figuring out a
night
trend.
release.
Yep. And, there's just so much difference between the MLS and what that data is and the VLS, because we actually sit here and count some of the VLS over time. And there's more houses on the market, just about every month on the VLS website. So that's the trend right now. But I don't know. It could be that's just what happens at this part of the year. I'm not sure yet. So I'm not going to really say whether it's good or bad or different.
Gilbo's funny. Somebody, Shan Yu just said Gilbo's funny. He is. And we have, not that we're drinkers, y'all. Don't think of us in that way. Because
No.
it could be a bottle of water. It doesn't matter what we have. But every time he says, you can put a pull in it.
We
take a drink. Because every house, no matter if the yard is 10 feet, you can put a pull in it.
Yep.
He
And
likes
somebody last week called him Gimbo, and I thought, is that a good nickname?
it. Do what we need to call him Gilbo?
Yeah, I don't know, because we've also been told you're not supposed to talk about the other YouTube channels because
Yeah.
YouTube thinks that you're trying to like glom on to their success and bring success to you by talking about them, and that's not us. We don't. It doesn't bother
Yeah,
us,
and as
but-
far as that
and
Roger,
anybody else can talk about us all they want. We don't care.
we don't care.
Yeah, we don't
As
care.
far as that Roger the Codger comment about us being closed-minded,
And people are trying to tell us that the differences and other information, and we're just closed-minded about it.
I'm sorry, I think
No.
he's or she is not watching our videos.
No, because we look at all sides. We're still
I mean,
all
yeah.
sides of this issue, and it absolutely depends on the 3 different types of buying you're going to do: brand new home,
Pre-owned.
pre-owned with a VLS, or pre-owned with an MLS. It depends.
Caitlin Walker, that's another one. The young lady that lives down in Middleton. We watch her too.
We've
Yeah.
watched some of hers, yeah,
Yes,
and we love all of them. I mean, we get good information from all of them.
we do.
It's really, I think all these people, they kind of lean towards one personality type,
Mhm.
and we're different from that. So
That's true.
maybe that's what makes us a little bit different. And
One constant that we always get is you guys are so real.
now we're just a different personality type than
I don't know how to
most.
explain it.
Well, I do kind of. Now this is just my theory, my opinion.
What's your opinion?
Well, the people that are doing it they'll generally have a technical background or a numbers background. They're like what would you call them? Like engineer
Techie.
types,
Mhm.
techie engineer types, which is fine. And the reason they do it is because they understand all of this technology, and they like to play with it. It's in their wheelhouse. It's what they do. We don't have that technology understanding. I mean, we do understand this technology, being Gen Xers, but we're more. We've learned our skills through working with patients, working with customers, and that kind of stuff. So we are more of a one-on-one or in a group. We are both comfortable getting up and talking to a huge group. We both had, I don't know, hundreds or thousands of people in a group that we've talked to.
Yeah.
So we don't have any issues with that. We're not scared of getting up in front of people.
Mm-mm. So Tim comes in and says, sorry I'm late, but are you still leaning towards a new build? Any concerns about the prison or the turnpike noise? My major sticking point is the bonds.
Yeah. There have been a lot of questions about the bonds, and rightfully so. The prison, not so much. Before we went down there,
It was a big thing for us before
Yeah.
we went on our visit.
so as you look at the map and you see how close the prison is, and that it's a high level prison. They actually have 3 levels inside that prison.
Mhm.
If you look at it,
Like
I was-
maximum security.
yeah,
If you read on like the wiki page, it's pretty scary.
yeah.
Who's in there.
There's some bad guys in there. But up here, living close to something like that would be a no-no.
Yeah.
But that's because we have land everywhere, and there's so many choices to put your house other than next to a prison or a substation, tower substation, or whatever.
Yeah.
So we went over there one of the nights that we were down there. We just grabbed grabbed the golf cart and said, we're going to go over there. It was dusk. And we drove around there, and there's a golf cart path that goes right along
Marsh
Marsh
Bend
Bend.
Trail. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, you couldn't see it that much. You could tell that it's there because there's one break in the trees when you're kind of around the end of, what's the name of that lake? Central Lake.
Mm-hmm.
When you're kind of down by the end of Central Lake, just south of there a little bit, there's a break in the trees, and you can see one of the guard towers, and you can see the lights on. But we didn't hear anything.
No.
It wasn't loud.
And we even parked and listened to see they made announcements or saw the dome of a light glowing, and we didn't see any of that.
You can kind of see the lights a little bit, but I mean, it wasn't bothersome at all. And
No.
there's big trees there covered.
Yeah.
So that didn't bother us as much as the power lines in the substation.
Yeah.
We just wouldn't want that in our backyard.
Yeah.
And it's not because we're worried about getting brain cancer or anything like that. It's just, when storms come through and Florida gets a lot of lightning storms, those are targets, if you will. And
Can
we
you
just don't
guys
want
still
that.
hear us? Debbie says, are they still talking?
Can you guys hear us?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
If
guys.
somebody escapes from the prison, I would think, yeah, they would run the other way, not into the neighborhood. But, I don't know how they think.
Yeah. I mean, if you run one way, it's all gators. If you run
gators.
the other way, it's all streets and
It's
people.
old people houses. So I don't know.
I don't know.
But turnpike noise, I love white noise. It doesn't bother me. Other people don't like even a fan on because it bothers him. So
Nope.
it's personal preference.
I sleep really light at night. I'm one of those wake up and
You got to check the perimeter,
yeah. I'm like a night guard kind of person.
which is why I
It's-
sleep.
it's
so
the way
well,
God
'cause
built me.
He checks.
That's the way God. Some of us, the Holy Spirit is with us at night, if you know what I mean. Some of you know what I mean. And we think a lot at night, so it's hard to sleep.
Yeah. So let's talk about 301. Halo
Okay.
says traffic on 301 is something to think about.
Yeah.
So our first BLS agent said, oh, nobody ever drives on that. Nobody would ever go that far over there. It's not a big deal at all. Gilbo says, I travel it all the time. That's how I stay away from traffic. It's
Right.
a great thing to do. Shoot up and down, north and south, and you don't have to get in and mess with all the people stopping.
Yep.
So I don't know what it's like because, the days that we were there, we weren't on the 301. But
But I
that's a
do
good thing to
hear
bring out
that in 2026 they're going to widen it.
next year.
Mm-hmm. And so when they start doing that, it's a long project. So when they start doing that, traffic is going to get a little difficult through there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not. I
But
heard it
there's
from one person.
nothing
Can't confirm.
to the west of it except for that Oxford neighborhood up north.
That's correct.
So I don't know.
Yeah, we're looking at it. I'm looking at the maps.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we can't show you the maps anymore.
We could.
Yeah,
They
I
have a village's logo on them.
that's just sad.
That is sad because another guy I watch is Streams of Dreams. Is that what he calls it?
Tim.
His name's Tim.
Yep.
And
Tim.
he literally shows the village's website page in his entire video. So
With
why
logos
is he
and all.
not getting shut down? Right? I don't
Well,
know.
we didn't get shut down. We chose to.
That's true.
Okay, so here's really what happened. We got this commenter, and we already told you what that was. He just said that he's going to report us to the villages and whatever because we're using their content, and we weren't using it nearly as much as some do, and probably more than others. So we're kind of in the
And we
middle.
love the villages.
And-
We're not bad mouthing anything.
No, and not to mention the fact we didn't realize we were doing anything wrong. Just wasn't on top of mind. And we thought, oh, we better pull this video down. And then after thinking about it, we thought, well, that guy's just trying to get us. He's just a Roger the Codger trying to get us to shut down.
Use whiteout on the logo. He put sticky notes.
I
all
got sticky
over.
notes over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is the power substation? There are several.
But
The one we're talking about.
I wasn't finished yet.
Sorry.
That's all right. But we just, this channel is just for us and you guys. It's not really for people that want to be a butt. I mean, if you don't like our channel, go watch
They
another
have
channel.
other butt channels you can go watch.
Yeah. If you get butt hurt over us, talking about the villages,
That's
go
okay.
find another channel.
Nobody's forcing you to stay.
No, nobody's forcing you. And so that's where we got to is, hey, you know what? You're going to get some people like that. Just, you can't please everybody. And
That's right.
oh, well, we're going to go back on live on Friday.
So the substation that we're talking about
Substation.
is on Marsh Bend Trail between McNeil and just south of there, where they just built all the new, well, would that be south of Well Point still? Well, Ocala connects into Well Point.
Yeah.
It's right on Marsh Bend Trail.
Right on Marsh Bend Trail.
If you just look at a map and it doesn't have like the satellite image, look for that big square. It's just a square with green nothing in the middle of it. That's the substation.
Yeah.
Right across from the prison.
Yep. Across from the prison.
And they built some beautiful homes
North
in
of
there.
Central Lake.
I don't know what they're thinking.
Beautiful homes.
They're selling. So some people are buying them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, has anybody here, before we run out of time, bought a house without even going down there, sight unseen, and then you got there and you said, uh-oh, that's not what I wanted, or it's not where I wanted, or I didn't realize there was a power line right here in my front yard, or anything like that? Because that would be our nightmare.
I know, but I'm sure a lot of people have to do that because it's so hard, like the gentleman, or guys, the individual, I have to quit saying gentleman or lady.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Earlier that was talking about how hard it is to move down there because it's hard to have 2 house payments. We all know that, right? But that kind of seems like what we're going to have to do for at least a month or 2, have one here and one there as we move, because it's going to take a couple of moves, a couple of times to get everything down there. Or we just sell it all up here, which is what we're starting to do.
Yeah. I watched something the other day. Oh, it was on the Natives last night. God. Anyway, she said, we just moved here from, I want to say it was California. We sold everything and brought our clothes and photo albums. And I thought, doesn't that sound wonderful? I wish we could just do that.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't that simple, but
we might be able to.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that. We're pretty resourceful. Okay. Ocala Google Earth, Ocala Recreation Center. Okay. Yep.
I've been a realtor for years. I could never buy sight unseen. That is how I feel.
That's me too.
And plus, if it's if it's not new, if it's a pre-owned, you don't know what it smells like in there.
That's an important thing because a lot of people have animals, and if you have a dog, as a realtor, this is my opinion. If you have a dog, you can fix some things. If you've had a dog inside the house and they've made a mess, you can fix some things with a dog. But unfortunately with cats, generally you cannot get the smell out.
Or smokers.
That's true too. You have to repaint the whole place.
You still smell it.
You'll still smell it. That's true, because it gets in the vents and all kinds of different.
Yeah.
You just can't get the smell out. So we actually, one of the houses we went in to see, it was an existing house, and we won't say where it's at, but we went and looked at a bunch of them. But it was like, this is a great deal, and it's a great house, and it's been remodeled, and we went to go look at it, and fresh paint, everything. The second we walked in, there's no furniture, no nothing. It's blank. Nope. They had cats.
Yeah.
And you could smell the pet urine. And that happens a lot as a realtor. I've had many conversations with my sellers that are trying to sell a house and they don't smell it. That's the other thing. It's again, I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I'm not that type of person. It's just, what does the buyer, how do they see your house when they walk in it is important.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, everybody, it's 58 minutes in. I'm sorry we were late getting this thing working. I still don't know how, it didn't have the go live button on there, but we'll figure it out as we go next time.
What is this one? Halo 2 Survivor, Halo 2X Survivor. I heard that the village rep will FaceTime the drive-in.
The drive-in and down the street, inside the house, and then other popular YouTubers, they had a clause in their contract since they bought sight unseen.
Okay, you can put a clause in a contract. Well, I was under the understanding if you're buying new, they don't let you change the contract at all. But again, we got it from one source, and we have to get our information from multiple sources down there.
Yeah, trust
Some say
but
yes,
verify, right?
Others say no.
Right.
Yep. Trust but verify. We bought sight unseen. Well, though, WhatsApp Live. Through WhatsApp Live. I'm sorry, I can't read today. And we had visited the area before. It was during the vid. We had no choice. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you don't have a choice. And that's another reason we went on our lifestyle visit. We went through a bunch of new houses so that we knew the floor plans, not just looking at them on a piece of paper, but we knew the floor plans.
Hey, if anybody still wants to hit that thumbs up like button, we
Oh, yeah.
appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
And if you haven't subscribed,
We'll wait.
why not? We have 29 likes, 30 likes. There we go. Somebody liked us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate all the likes.
Yeah.
It means a lot to the algorithm, and it gets our videos out.
Yeah.
Um,
Bigger meet and greet in December.
Yep. Have a new webcam. We actually are able to pay for it. It's not much money, but we were able to pay for it.
All right.
And
have a great weekend. Best wishes.
Yep.
You guys have a great weekend too. And if you're down there, enjoy it for us.
Yeah, we're going to be watching the probably the Sawgrass and the Brownwood Paddock Square live streams. So we need to come up with a hand gesture. You know, do this or something to the camera, and we'll know you're doing it for us. I don't know. Or wear an orange hat. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. We'll have to figure something out.
We'll take suggestions.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, J&L. You're welcome.
Hey, we appreciate all you guys. We love you guys. We can't wait to get down there with you. Everybody we just need to be a big pack of people that just come down there all at the same time. Football's coming up.
Yes, it is.
Next couple of weekends.
Next weekend,
college football starts up. And if you haven't heard, OU's got a pretty good quarterback this year. I think we're going to shake up the SEC like nobody's ever seen.
Well, don't jinx it.
I'm not jinxing it.
All right.
I'm believing.
Okay.
And anyway, we will see y'all on the next video. We'll have a couple of videos this week and another live next Friday at 5. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Bye.